Hey guys, thanks for joining me back on this last episode of the Corolla build. It's going to be the final part of getting everything together. I actually haven't, in all honesty, got that much left. If we have a look at the bodywork, must be careful where I hold it. So like the grille radiator as such, sorry, the radiator, I just literally, let me get this out of the way because it keeps zooming in and out. So with that, I just used the Modelcar chrome marker pen. You can tell it looks really rough, but obviously there's going to be a grill in front of it. There's going to be a bumper in front of it, so you're not going to really see too much of it. Let me just get the bumper and show you. Get that. Just right. So there it is. Bumper's on. It's only just clicked into place at the moment, which is nice, which means I won't have to glue it on because it holds in pretty well. I do need to just this bit of the grille on the bumper. I just need to paint that black, obviously where the indicators go, side repeaters, whatever, progs. Get my words out. Yeah, whatever, those. I just need to get the chrome behind there. For that, I'm just going to use some of these chrome sheets that come with some AOC kits, cut them down to size, stick them in there. Happy days. The lights are in place, just need to put the lenses on. Before I put the lenses on, it just needs a little bit of detailing. And then for the grille, so the actual kit came with a moulded in grille with the headlights. It was all one strip, but upon trying to cut the middle of the grille out, I actually broke it. So I had to manufacture my own as such. Where is it? So this is my end box, as you would. So all this in here is basically done, dusted. It just needs to be put on right at the end. For example, a spoiler, I'm going to put that on once all the body's on the chassis. The plate, the windows, didn't have to paint these. It was all actually decals. And yes, I'm a little bit warm. I'm just in the process of in the middle of cooking, so it's been a bit warm in the kitchen. But as for the grill, so I've got some styrene sheet, cut a thin strip, and then just basically created my own little grill frame. So that's going to sit inside there, those lights. I know it's quite big, but I'm not too worried, because, and then if we can pick this up, this is the reason why I tried to cut the grill out. It's because it's going to have this. It's going to have this stuck to it. I'm going to put it behind it. I don't know. It's quite boxy, quite square looking. Let me see if I can take the bumper off safely. Yes. And then try and, let me just take this off here actually. And then, so as I was saying, this grill, yeah, you get the idea. It's quite hard trying to do this when I'm behind the camera. I'm trying to overlook the camera. But yeah, you get the idea. That's going to fit in there, that way or this way. Which way is it? I can't remember. Maybe this way. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's going to sit in there like that. And it's going to have that metal mesh in front of that, a bit stuck behind it. I tell you what I do regret though, I did sand it, but not sand it enough over this side, because you can still see the joints of the strips. It does look wonky on the video, but don't worry, it will be lined up when I put it together on the final bit. So yeah, there's that. What else is there? So the wheels, I've clear coated the wheels for the third time of painting them. Well, there we go. You can see how small the heads are. I've tried painting the bolt heads. I've tried my thinnest brush, which is a 10-0, you know, super fine, super small. I've tried using that. I've tried using toothpick. I've tried using acrylic paint, lacquer paint. I've tried using a Sharpie. I just cannot get a nice, neat enough dots on the bolt heads. So after painting them for the third time, I'm just going to leave it. It's because, to be honest, I haven't been stressed in a long while building, and it actually did. It did stress me out, and that's not part of this hobby. It's not about being stressed out. So I'm just gonna leave the spoke faces white, not touch the bolt heads, and then I just need to liquid mask off the spokes to get the barrels painted in like a silver, maybe chrome. So I need to do that. What else is left? I need to paint the inside. I normally just brush paint a load of Tamiya semi-gloss black. This stuff, that I just paint a load of that on the inside because it's on the inside. It doesn't really matter about the brush strokes. So yeah, so paint the inside of that. Get the grills together. Paint that bit. Paint the bit on the bumper. Get the lights together. See if you can see these. So just on the edge of the clear lens, there's like a very small rectangular part that needs to be painted clear orange. There you are, look, it sticks out. So these are headlights. Look at all these connecting points, honestly, man. So it was the same with the rear lights, the same with all the windows. They had a ridiculous amount of connection points. And do you know what? It's daft. There's no need for all these. There's no need. As for the windows, yeah, it's not been a great experience so far. The front one didn't quite fit. I've had to do a lot of shaving on the side windows as well, and I was warned, actually, funnily enough, about the windows not fitting. I didn't think it would be that bad, but yeah, it's took a lot of shaving, a lot of trimming, just to get those windows to fit. So far, these are obviously the rear lights. There's that clear panel that I've left. I did mask it off, but I took the masking tape out. But you have a tiny, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's actually two compartments there. You know, the left one I think you leave clear, and the right one you paint orange. Now with orange, I don't mind brush painting orange. It's dead easy. Whereas a big, because obviously when you brush painting orange parts, clear orange should I say, they're only small. Whereas with, you know, big parts like this, like the, you know, quite a big lens, I like consistency. So that I do paint with an airbrush. I actually used Mr. Colour Clear Red for those. But for brush painting the orange, it's the good old Tamiya Clear Orange. Like I said, I don't mind brush painting that. It's alright. So yeah, apart from a little bush detailing here and there, it's not much left to go really. So yeah, just obviously the last bits of airbrushing is just literally going to be masking off these spokes to get the barrel painted in a gloss black, and then a silver or chrome. And I need to do the wheel nut as well, the locking nuts. But yeah, so let's go and do some bits and bobs and I'll be back with you. Right, so we've got a few more bits done. Finally got the wheels done on the third attempt. Although they're not complete, you know, it's the best I can do. I'm going to turn this torch off and then see if you can see the tiny bolt head. I mean, that looks a bit rough. The tiny bolt heads, I tried, you know, different methods. I just couldn't do it, and it didn't. I'd rather go with unpainted bolt heads rather than scruffy, uneven, not quite right bolt heads. It is what it is. You know, they don't look the best, but they're done to a degree. The bumper, so you can see what I mean with the chrome sticky sheet, straight into those gaps there, painted that bit of grill black. Again underneath, look, just brushed on some semi-gloss, very roughly, because you're not going to see most of it. What else have we got left? I actually forgot about this, because I'm not used to doing detail bits. I keep forgetting about this. So we've got the wiper blade assembly, got some bonnet pins, we've got the rear boot lid straps, we've got the door lock keyholes, and we've got the tow hooks front and back, got the mesh to do on the front of the bumper, and obviously this bit we've got ready. So yeah, there's those to do. The tyres, I need to get those sanded. I don't like tyres straight out of the bag, they look too shiny, so I like to give them a bit of a roughen up. Give them a rough up, give them a bit of a worn look, even though the rest of the car looks, I would say pristine, but it's not, because there's too many imperfections in it. But you get what I mean. And then there is some, decals for the tyres. They are, look, advanced ones. Let's get those on. We also, if I just get some tweezers, it'll be easy to show you. With the lights, so I like to do this with every set of lights, all the clear parts. Just run a Sharpie around the edge, just to give it a bit of a, it looks very uneven, but there is bits where I try to shave the bit of the clear parts because of the size of the connection points. It's just ridiculous. And you've got the rear lights, look. You can see the orange bit, the clear bit. It's not greatest. And then the front indicators. There we go, look. Let's get these up there, look. There we go, look. Yep, so everything's done. A couple of decals. Still got quite a few photo etch parts to use. So what have we got? We've got the mesh behind the bumper, bonnet pins for the boot lid straps. We've got the tow hooks, wiper blades, and the those three just there for the keyholes. There's not much left on there either. So we're about on the home stretch. So I'm going to go and get done some bits and bobs, and I'll be back with you soon. And there we have it. Finished. It's finished. Not that I'm very happy with it, unfortunately. It was fighting me towards the end, assembly wise. Some of the bits I'm going to point out, first things first, is quite glaringly obvious. Is when I applied the tyre decals, unfortunately one has done a runner. The indicators weirdly don't fit. They're not long enough, they don't sit further enough back. Obviously this grille was my own fault, so I had to create my own grille. I don't think it looks too bad, but it's not quite the original, is it? We've got the photo etch mesh behind the bumper. It doesn't look too bad. The bonnet pins was an absolute nightmare. It's just too small. For me, it's just too small. The detail, I was really struggling. I've only just noticed that crease. I did have it out flat. Obviously, it's done its own thing. I decided against the photo etch wiper, so I just put some monochrome over the top of this. That was primed in black. Why did I get rid of the photo etch wiper? I didn't get rid of the photo etch wiper, I just didn't bother. Oh, that's right. I was trying to do the photo etch keyholes for both the doors and the boot, but unfortunately one just pinged out the tweezers and lost to eternity, along with the emergency pull cord, which sits in there. It's like a little red handle, like a T-shape, sits in there. And yes, upon putting that in, pinged out the tweezers, off it went, never to see it again. what else we got? I'm quite happy with these. You got the straps. They're into like the photo etch holder. That's not too bad. The lights are okay. I've got a little bit of haze, unfortunately. The glue was getting a bit. The glue had been aired too long. I didn't realise. I should have used a bit of fresh glue. I've ended up with a little bit of haze. It's easy enough to get rid of though, because it's on the 2K surface. If I can get something that's small enough to get in there, I can get that wiped off and get it away. Got the photo etch tow hooks front, and then back and front. The windows, yeah, I had to do a little bit of trimming and shaving. You can see they just don't quite sit in right. I mean the front window, I don't know if you can see it or not, but between the glass and the frame there was about a millimetre gap. I have used the, what is it? I've been using this, and I put a fair bit on the sides. Excuse the hairdryer. I've been putting a fair bit in the sides, so hopefully that's kind of bridged the gap so you can't really see into it. And then the paintwork. The paintwork's not the greatest. You can see all the marks and the scratches and stuff in it. Yeah, that's my own fault. The wheels, obviously, I had to paint them 3 times. I was getting frustrated with that. I just couldn't paint the bolt heads. They're just too small. I might go and put some more microsol over these, trying to get them to adhere a bit more. But yeah, it's there we are. It's done. Yeah, it went together well enough. The front bumper. You have to glue the front bumper on to the body because the chassis clips into that, but the chassis plate clips into the back of the body, not the back bumper, so you can put that on at a later date. Unfortunately, the back bumper didn't quite sit where it should have done, so I had to put some super glue just behind the bumper and hold it in place for it to set. But yeah, it's there. You know, considering how I felt the past couple of days with the wheels, which, to be honest, the wheels, that's the first time I felt angry in a long time. More with myself than the kit, because I just couldn't do the bolt heads and I was getting really frustrated with myself, so I just went all white on the spokes, didn't detail the bolt heads, and then just chromed up the lip. But the other bits, like the indicator lenses, some of the other bits about the body, that was a little bit disappointing. But like the small details, like the photo etch, my fault. The dodgy paint job, my fault. You know, so I got myself to blame. And to be fair, it's quite a nice looking car actually. I never really knew about the AE92. Obviously, everyone knows the AE86. But yeah, there we have it. I quite like it. It's a nice looking car. Obviously, initially when you got the ump, you leave it, come back to it another day with a different view and mindset. And actually, considering, it's still okay, I guess. It just looks a bit odd with a missing advent decal on this front tyre. I looked high and low. I don't know where it's gone. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, there we have it. The NuNu 1991 JTC Toyota Corolla AE92 living in all its glory. So, for everyone who has watched, commented, liked, shared, left anything, nice comments and stuff, I really do appreciate everyone. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. And then we're gonna cut it at that. I'll put my usual pictures in my little spinny table video at the end, and then we'll see you on the next series for the next build project. So yeah, thanks again. Look after yourselves. Take care. All the best.